The ideal week. How proactive is your week? This is one subject I really want you to try and get down pat and work on every week. Think about your ideal week. The concept's quite simple. Do you feel like you're out of control sometimes? Does your week ever run to plan? Does your email box drive your behavior? What does your week look like? And how proactive versus reactive? When we think about our time, we only have 168 hours, 60 of it's potentially spent sleeping, 60 hours spent working. So think about your ideal week. Think about what you do by the time you get in the office or by the time you get to work, by the time you get home. Think about the things that you'd like to schedule in. So what does your calendar look like right now? So what does it look like when you actually sit down and look at it? Has it got anything in it? Do you schedule your meetings? Do you schedule your strategic time? Do you schedule the things that are important? It's a great question. What are the big rocks in your week? What are the key tasks that you need to be focusing on? Yes, there's lots of little things that, if you've ever read Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, then you'll understand the big rock concept. You need to think about what are the key tasks that you're driving day to day, week to week. All right, so here's a snapshot. Ideal week. This is what my ideal week looks like. Client work, weekly webinar, admin, strategic, networking, family time, me time, and health, because these are the things that I class as my big rocks. So I put them into my week and I make sure I schedule my time around that because they're the big rocks that I need. And I feel like I've got plenty of time in that. Now, here's the test. Your ideal week versus your actual. So you need to think about what might those big rocks be. And I've got an example there in your key. What's your purpose? Might be marketing, sales, people, processes, leadership, professional development, wealth creation. They're the 7 things that really make a good business. So what are your key things? So what you do is you put in your ideal, and then you actually go down, and I want you to print off the form provided and perhaps start with what's actually going on. What's happening in your ideal week? Okay, the power of being proactive. What's your ideal week? Simple concept. I hope that helps. But think about what are the big rocks? What are the things you need to be doing? Look at your calendar. Map out your calendar, because if your calendar is set up correctly, it should look like your ideal week and it should feel good. All right, hope it helps. The ideal week. Great idea.